Hey guys, my name is Barrett Keith. I'm going to talk to you about alternative energy. So, what is alternative energy? Alternative energy is a type of energy that replaces the old common ways, such as coal, gasoline, things of that nature. One example, ethanol. If you ever seen E85 at a gas station, that's kind of a alternative energy source compared to gasoline. Basically, it's just number two corn that's turned into ethanol. Wind power is another one. Solar panels and lithium batteries. And lithium batteries, I'll talk to a little bit more about that in a second. So, why renewable energy? The spike of fuel prices that we've endured this past year, $4 or $5 a gallon is pretty ridiculous. So that's why a lot of people have been educated on the fact that ethanol-based fuels such as E85, E15, E30 all exist in the market and are actually a lot cheaper than just straight gasoline plus 10% ethanol. So a lot of people have been switching over to E85 and saving roughly $2 to $3 per gallon. Only downside, you're getting about 20 to 30% less fuel economy, but that savings of $2 to $3 a gallon really makes up for the loss of fuel economy. Natural gas is another one. Low emission rate. You'll see these in transportation a lot, such as trains and city buses, like in big metro areas like Denver, Dallas, Los Angeles. You'll see these a lot. Solar panels also cut down on your monthly energy bill from month to month. So if you go drive through a neighborhood, you see some people will install these solar systems on the roof. The mere reason is to cut down their energy bill and to put less strain on the power grid in their area. And then wind power is also another one. I'm not particularly in favor of wind power because it's merely at the mercy of Mother Nature. So if you live in an area where it's not very windy, it's going to be a rough year on energy. And also, too, wind power requires to be used immediately. So if you have a windmill turning and there's no need for that electricity, you're just wasting electricity, and you're also wasting maintenance and deferred maintenance on your windmill. It's also kind of dangerous to wildlife. If you ever drive past them on the highway, you can kind of see down at the base of them, you'll see dead birds and things like that as they hit the windmill as they're flying through the air and just drop. So there's new technology, lithium batteries. They've been out for probably the last 20, 30 years. Downside of lithium is they're pretty expensive, but the game changer with lithium batteries is they hold a lot more capacity compared to the old lead acid AGM gel batteries, and they're also a lot lighter too as well. But I believe, being in the industry myself for the last 2 years, there's a battery called Grime, and it's basically a carbon-based battery. So it requires zero mining. It also offers more weight saving, so it's lighter than a lithium battery, but it also has a lot more capacity over a lithium battery. And I met this gentleman, Jason, at a gun store in Sturgis, and he actually lives in Whitewood, South Dakota. So he's in charge of that whole operation, and hopefully that's supposed to be completed in the next 10 years or so. Electric vehicles, they're fine for electric use, not for cross country unless you like stopping every 2 or 3 hours for another hour or so to charge up. Um, Also, too, there's really a point where it comes is it's economical. So I've been doing research on this, and sometimes when you gotta replace your batteries in these electrical vehicles, like the Tesla, Nissan Leaf, about every 40 to 60,000 miles, which is roughly about 1,500 cycle uses, or 2,000 depending on the mileage that said car gets, can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 just in batteries. That's just in parts, not alone the labor that's involved in the battery replacement. So it's a very expensive thing. Electric vehicles, in my opinion, are not very feasible over time standpoint of a gasoline vehicle. And how big is the renewable energy industry? So in 2020, it was an $887.1 billion industry. That was involving solar, wind, gas, oil, all those things. And it's also projected to reach 1,760 billion by 2030. So you see, as our population increases, the energy is always going to stay increasing as well. So I encourage you to make the choice. Do some math on renewable energy. Sometimes it's not feasible, and my big spiel about this is you'll drive through some neighborhoods, see these solar panels on roofs, and they'll come with a 15-year warranty, but the life of the panel is only 16 years or just a year after their warranty. So basically, you're paying all this money up front for a solar system that's going to cut down on your energy bill, but the savings that you accumulate over those 15, 16 years, whatever it may be, is really equivalent to what you paid for the panel. So you, in essence, really didn't get anywhere. You kind of just wasted your money and time dealing with the solar system. So I encourage people to do their math on when it comes to things like renewable energy. So it just has to make economical sense, because if it doesn't, you're just wasting time and money. And also, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you kind of the renewable energy source you guys are using. Whether it be like E85 for your vehicle, or what you're planning to use, at your farm or homestead. Whatever it be solar, wind, wherever you got. So I'd like to hear from you guys on that. But thank you for listening, and have a good day.